Okay, today I'm trying a little something different. I got the bright idea. Instead of letting my aviation headset and intercom system sit idle, why not try to find another use for it? So today I'm taking you along on the ride just to do some sound testing and make sure A, headset works and you can hear it, and B, will it actually cut out the tractor noise in the background? So come on along as we do this test and let's see what happens. A little fun fact here, I cannot hear a single thing with these aviation headset on. All the ambient noise outside of these are completely cut off. Sometimes at high revs, I can barely hear something, but the only reason I think I'm imagining because I know the engine's running what it sounds like. But one of the main tests I wanted to accomplish today is to see if the audio was good enough to record video while operating a tractor instead of having to do a voiceover commentary every now and then or whatever. I just think it'd be a lot more fun to talk while operating. If the audio is clear enough and it cuts out the ambient noise, which I very much hope it does. But just going trail riding with the TYM T4058P today for this test. Hopefully everything works out okay. Enjoy the scenery and the commentary. Another fun fact, since I cannot hear the engine, I'm glancing down at the tachometer because it's such a weird feeling to be driving this big heavy tractor and can't hear it. I have a hearing problem to begin with, but you add on the fact with some sound isolating aviation headset, it virtually cuts everything out. This is the entrance to our lease. We have trails running every which kind of way. We have a total of 290 acres. The trail that I'm on right now is the main entrance. Our lease is split in two parcels, almost half and half acreage. This one is a little larger than the second one, but the second lease parcel is 3 miles away, and we cannot get there through the woods to that lease from this lease. This land here is basically landlocked with other landowners and some very large creeks between me and that other lease. So we have to travel 3 miles down the side of the highway and then get on the county road to get to that second lease. Most of the hunting is done on the land that we're on right now, and 99% of the videos that I produce are on this parcel of land. It's a beautiful place. There's a hardwood bottom right there. That all during the rainy season or the flooding season, that gets totally covered up in water. And part of this trail that I'm riding on is very shallow water runs across of it in about 2 or 3 spots. But it's a beautiful place. I enjoy just coming out here and enjoying riding around, working the land, taking care of the wildlife, make sure they have something to eat, somewhere to bed down. You take care of it and they'll take care of you. Have a lot of projects to do. Unfortunately, our wet season is almost here. As a matter of fact, it's supposed to start raining tonight and rain for the next 10 days on and off. Not a steady rain every day, but pretty significant chances of rain and thunderstorms for the next 10 days. Got a lot of tall pines, got a lot of hardwood. Let me stop the tractor right here. I can't even hear that, but I threw this power shuttle in neutral. On this side, it's all pine, virtually all pine. There's some mixed gum trees in there every now and then, but if we swing around to the other side, all of that is hardwoods. These hardwoods run all the way back to the highway where I came in. Very, very old growth trees. They were thinned out about 15, 20 years ago. And it's probably getting time for the forestry uh, management that manages this land to come in here and do some more thinning and harvesting. This is privately owned land that I lease from a family, and I really enjoy it. Anyway, you're probably tired of me talking, and you probably could care less about this tour, but again, this whole purpose of this video is to test this headset. So it's basically a self-test for Marty. And I decided just to go ahead and record it and possibly publish it just for entertainment purposes. I really hope this works, this headset and audio. I hope it works good. We had to thin out some of these trees on this trail, especially overhead, because this TYM T4058P is much larger than my T474, height-wise especially. So we trimmed a bunch of limbs overhanging the trail that normally wouldn't even reach my T474. And of course, this one doesn't have a canopy, but it does have ROPS on it that's pretty high. I think it's 103 inches or 109 inches tall or something. It's pretty tall. It's a big tractor. Nice tractor. This trail here enters the bottom, and it goes downhill. I know camera don't show angles, but right there at the edge of that line, it drops down about 5 feet, and then it flattens out again. But that whole flat part out there is nothing but a bottom, creek bottom. It floods too, and that whole, just virtually that whole picture that you're looking at during the wet season is underwater. It goes back uphill, right back up in there where I just came from. I'll ease up here and let you take another gander. And I'm going to downshift a little bit because I have to turn around in here. I can tell you, if you haven't watched one of my latest videos, I extended the widened the rear end on this T4058. And it is just amazing how much more stable this thing is by making it 4 to 4.5 inches wider on each side. I don't recall the exact measurement of the width before I widened the rear end, but after widening the front end, this from the widest point on the sidewall on the rear tires, from outside to outside, is 6 foot 8 inches, which is wide. It's still not too wide to get on my trailer, but it makes such a huge difference in hills and off-camber locations, and it's just so much more comfortable. The pucker factor went way down after widening this rear end. Go back and check that video out. It doesn't matter. Mosquitoes are eating me up. It doesn't matter which model you have. If if your tractor wheels are adjustable and you have heels, I highly suggest widening them out. Anyway, I'm gonna flip the camera back around here and give you a couple more shots. I'm gonna turn this tractor around and video is on the way back out. Before I go, I wanted you to see these big honking tires sticking out in the back. You used to not see them at all, except for way down low towards the bottom of the front of the fender. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's a pretty steep hill. I keep forgetting I have a mic I can talk. I'm so used to driving and recording or just doing what I do. This is a whole new experience. That trail right there is too narrow for this 240/58. That's really a side-by-side trail, and it's still stuff in the way. You got a lot of trimming to do around here. I can't do it all at once. You got 290 acres to take care of. Things just have to wait. You know what I'm saying? It'd be real interesting when I get back to watch this video and do the editing, if I can hear that engine noise. At about 2,000 RPM, I can barely hear it in my headset. That'd be real interesting to find out what it sounds like on my video. Wearing this headset makes me want to get back in my aviation mode, like landing the aircraft. Tango Yankee Mike, this is Tractor Tango 4058 Papa inbound for landing on runway 27, Diamond H. That was so fun. Let's do it again. Diamond H traffic. This is Tango Yankee Mike, Tractor Tango 4058 Papa inbound for landing on runway 27, Diamond H. I need to quit while I'm ahead. I don't want to lose any subscribers over this silliness. Anyway, I'm going to check out. This video is running a gross 14 minutes. And that's probably entirely too long. I'll cut this down somewhat. But thanks for coming along on the ride and being my guinea pigs for audio. This is Marty at the Diamond H. Y'all take care.